Then, of course, this one's always a scary animatronic. Darling Dolly. Let's go ahead and see if she's working. Dylan, I'm gonna be honest, it scared the crap out of me because we never seen this in action yet, and I didn't know it was gonna jump forward like that. My heart actually dropped. What's up, guys? Big T here. We just got to Spirit Halloween today on this Friday. Of course, Dylan. And we're at the Spirit Halloween in Wadsworth, Ohio. And we're gonna go ahead and check this store out. It looks pretty big. Look at that. Right by below. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this was a Bed Bath & Beyond. I'm trying to look to see if there's any like cart things to indicate that, but I'm pretty sure it was a Bed Bath & Beyond. When I looked up the address, it did say it, but I'm pretty sure that's what we got here today. Alright guys, this is the outside of the store, right next to Michael's and Five Below and Target right there. So let's see what happens when we first walk in here today. Ooh, has a nice spooky theme to it in here. And we're grounded by no other than Stilts the Clown. Dylan, go ahead and step on Stilts right here. Nice, we've seen him at previous Spirit Halloweens already. We have not yet seen her at any Spirit Halloweens. This is Betty Sharp. Let's see, go ahead, Dylan, see what she does.
I like collecting things. Can I show you my collection?
Alright, I don't know if she has any animation to her, just a voice line. And it looks like right here, they're not putting any animatronics or it was broken. And then we got the sitting scarecrow right here that we've seen everywhere. And look, somebody even left a piece of, oh wow! That is pretty cool right there. Go for some candy, get a little jump scare like I did right there. That was spooky. And then of course we got Killer Clown Slim right here. We've seen him at some stores. Let's see if he's fully working today or not. With his bag of popcorn right here. Very menacing. But ultimately, it looks like the graveyard is kind of shallow here today. I mean, there's more animatronics over there. Hopefully something new that we haven't seen before. But yeah, for the first entrance coming in, there's only about 3 animatronics, which is kind of crazy, you know? Well, 4, I guess. One was new, which was pretty cool to see, but other than that, it's kind of empty on both sides, and only one on the inside, being the sitting scarecrow. Now this thing right here is very amazing. Dylan, go ahead and step on that. This thing is absolutely the best animatronic I've seen. How it launches so high up in the air. I absolutely love that. If I was gonna set up anything for my house, it would have to be this thing, because just jumping from here all the way up there is just bonkers. And then we got the jumping spider that I think was trying to jump out, but the door seems locked or something. Let's try to give him another, there he goes. He'll open the door for you, buddy. Even though you triggered already. We'll give you another chance to trigger, okay? Well, can't close the doors ourselves. Come on, bud. Jump out for us. Oh, okay. Oh, then he's jumping at the door when it closes. What a goofball. Unfortunately, it looks like the graveyard's kind of dead here. I mean, we got this thing, which is always a nice spook. If it's working. Let me try the other pad. Any of these pads? Nope. That's unfortunate. Then, of course, we got Blackheart right here. Let's see if Blackheart's working today. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Just a little delayed. So Blackheart's working. You know, he says some things, that's for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the mask here. It looks like we got a nice leather face mask from the very... Wait, is this from the first one then? This is from the 1974 one? No, where's your fact checks? And then of course we got a nice little jigsaw mask. And then another jigsaw mask with the hair included in the mask. Pretty sure this is the first time we've seen anything like feral cats or something We got one right here, and then I guess this is just a regular black cat, but that one's actually spooky. And then we got a nice Martian mask right here. And then, of course, House of 1,000 Corpse mask right here with a Freddy Krueger mask behind that on the bottom. Well, this Martian mask is pretty cool. Then, of course, we got some inflatables. We got the inflatable cat, the inflatable wolf right here, the inflatable rat, and the inflatable reaper, which I seen somebody had a couple of those in their yard. I don't know why they needed a couple, but they got them. We got the haunted tree, ghost, pumpkins, this car again, and snakes with the 9-foot jack-o'-lantern thing right next to the spirit dummy. And then, of course, if you like Fall Guy outfits, there's actually a couple more that we haven't seen. Like, you can get the chicken one, and this one, which is the Freezy, upside down. And then right next to the costumes, they actually got an inflatable Yeetus hammer from the game. And then, of course, I think this is a backpack. Yep. Little Fall Guys backpack. And this might be something. Let me check. Nope, that's just another Freezy. I thought this section was neat right here. They got a bunch of different Pokemon outfits you can be. Squirtle, Scorbunny, Sobble, Pikachu, Eevee. Absolutely insane. Bulbasaur right there on your right. Grookey. That is pretty cool, I have to admit that. And then these are some pretty cool costumes. We got the Noodle Cup, the inflatable dragon, inflatable cow. Look at that Noodle Cup. And then we got the inflatable wacky arms guy. Look at that. And then skeleton abducting somebody right there. A chicken, and of course a dinosaur, but Dylan's personal favorite, a pizza with a guy in a banana suit, and then a hot dog, and then just a skin suit. Then I don't know if I've seen these at any other Spirit Halloweens this season, but this is just adorable. Look at this. You can make your little pet a Chucky. We got some pajamas of Halloween right here. We got Ghostface. We got the Addams Family Wednesday right here, looking all. And then we got a race car, Trick or Treat, and then if you like cartoons, of course, SpongeBob, and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one right here, a fire truck, and a pumpkin poncho. And then, of course, right here, we got the Jumping Spider animatronic. We got in a black and red variant right there, and a brown variant as here seen, which is pretty neat. Too bad he's not jumping out of that door anytime soon. Let's go see if it works this time for him. We'll try knocking on the door real quick. Alright, we gave him a little bit of time to shine, I guess. But yeah, you have to knock on the door first, which is crazy because he's already jumping. I don't know what triggers the jump, unless it's motion censored, but he's jumping after the door's closed. Then, of course, this one's always a scary animatronic. Darling Dolly. Let's go ahead and see if she's working. Dylan, I'm gonna be honest, it scared the crap out of me because we never seen this in action yet, and I didn't know it was gonna jump forward like that. My heart actually dropped. We got the Howling Spirit right here. Look at that. And then we got a little gargoyle right below him. You always miss the Howling Spirit. You just don't think about it. You just think he's just a regular decoration on an animatronic, to be honest. Then, of course, we got the very nice Deadly Arts, which I enjoy. You got Frankenstein and his bride, followed by Jason Voorhees and Pennywise, and at the bottom, Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger, which the Deadly Arts are always amazing. Then right here, we got some bleeding candles. We haven't seen these anywhere yet. And then, of course, the candle holders for them right there, which is all pretty neat in my opinion. And then just some other cool knickknacks right below that. I can't remember if we've seen this Fall Guy outfit at another Spirit Halloween, or maybe it was this one, but these are two cool ones too. I know the other ones we showed previously, we did not see them in any Spirit Halloweens. And it's just the classic orange guy with a crown, blue guy with a crown, and pink with a crown. Look at that. We're just walking around at the store looking for things we haven't seen in previous Spirit Halloweens, and we hit the jackpot with these nice little book bags right here. We got a nice little pumpkin flame right there, a Friday the 13th themed one, a Nightmare on Elm Street themed one, and then a Chucky or Child's Place themed one. That is really cool. And then we got a Tinkerbell one, a Michael Myers one. The Tinkerbell one's throwing me off. They got all these spooky ones in the Tinkerbell. Actually, we got a Corpse Bride one right here. Pretty cool. And then a SpongeBob one. These are all cool backpacks. We even got a Scooby-Doo one and a Ghostbusters. Overall, it looks like it was worth a long drive to get up here. Again, this is in Wadsworth, Spirit Halloween. I'm just browsing around seeing if we missed anything that we might have not gotten at any Spirit Halloween before. I'm not trying to make it the same thing over and over, trying to see some new things. So if you're in the Wadsworth area and see anything that you like, come on down before it closes. Right now it's October 20th. Don't know how long these stores stay open. So if you see this, get down here right away and get one of those cool backpacks. Actually, those are really cool in my opinion. And in case you were wondering, it looks like the price tag for all the backpacks are going to be about 60 bucks before tax. So you're looking about $70 to get one of these. I know I put taxes all the way out there, but you know, taxes are taxes. I don't know. I don't mess with them too much. And then, of course, everyone's favorite child cartoon at the moment, Bluey, which is absolutely picked dry, all but for like one little costume right here, and one little, is this a, oh, this is a little candy holder. This is pretty cool. Got some bracelets right here, and then of course, some headbands. And then of course, we got a variety here for your candy buckets. We got a nice little what's this thing called? I'm spazzing out. You know the feeling. And then we got Elmo right here, a skeleton one, a fuzzy one, and then we got a dinosaur. We even got Flounder, which is nuts. Cars, and then a Spider-Man one that just looks plastic. And then we even got our own little Chucky section right here with the Chucky jumpsuit, Tiffany, and then Dylan, what character was this from Chucky?
That's not from Chucky.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Why is it in the Chucky section if it's not for Chucky?
I don't know. It has a different name.
What's it say then?
I don't know.
Wow. That's from Chucky. Look at this Friday the 13th section right here. Dylan, what Friday the 13th is this from?
Part 4.
Part 4? I think we've seen this one before, did we?
That's the Part 4 mask and Part 9 face.
How do you know that? Fact check this guy. Is that the Part 4 mask with the Part 9 face? Or is Dylan just making stuff up? You can get some Camp Crystal Lake socks right here. Look at this machete, bloody. And then of course you can even, look, you can get the mask separately and the machete separately, or you can just get them in a combo. But of course this looks like the scarier section. Look, we got Sam unmasked right here. We just got a normal clown mask. And then, ooh, we didn't see that on the book bag wall over there, which is pretty nice. And of course you can get Sam's sucker and knife. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Another sweet little bag right here. That is so cool. Dylan, do you think this bag's nice? Mm-hmm. Then on our way walking out, we see this animatronic that we have not seen before, the Cauldroness. And here's a couple other ones. We still never seen this one in action. It's crazy because I know years ago this used to be everywhere at all the Spirit Halloweens. Now I can't even see it. And there's the Howling Spirit that we saw already today. But that might be it here, guys. Like I said, if you're staying for the vlog that's going to come out after these videos to catch up on all the Spirit Halloweens that we see today, this is our first one. We're possibly looking at 2 more, maybe even 3 more, but we got a lot of things to do. It's been a busy week here for me and Dylan. So finding time to make YouTube videos is finding a pretty hard time, but look at all these cool things behind us, the throw blankets and everything. But anyways, if you're on the journey and you're watching the vlog, we're hitting up the second store at the moment. If this is just the original video, go and check the vlog when it comes out, probably a week from this upload. But in the meantime, guys, catch you in the next one. What's up, guys? It's yours truly, Big T here. Happy Friday the 13th. Right now, I got my brother Dylan with me. Dylan, say what's up.
Hi.
And we're on our way to our first Spirit Halloween to record our first ever Spirit Halloween video. Gonna hit this yellow light real quick. Ooh, spooky. But anyway, speaking of spooky, we got 3 Spirit Halloweens coming up today. This is gonna be a vlog. We're gonna make 3 separate videos on it and then tie them all together in this vlog. So if you're seeing this, this is gonna be posted some other day or something. I don't know how we're gonna do it yet, but you're gonna figure it out when this video comes out, that's for sure. But anyways, we're on our way to North Canton right now. A little 12-minute drive, I should say. And we'll see you at the first Spirit Halloween here in about 10 minutes. What's going on, guys? Big T here. And I'm with my brother Dylan. We're at our first Spirit Halloween today at Friday the 13th. We're in North Canton, Ohio, of course, and we're at the Spirit Halloween here on Everhard Road. Check that out. The tree's kind of blocking the sign right now. This used to be a craft store, I think called Tuesday Morning. It is now a Spirit Halloween, so we're gonna go ahead and check it out and get a better view of what the outside of the store looks like real quick. So this is kind of what we got. It used to be Tuesday Morning right here. Now it's a Spirit Halloween, of course. So we're gonna go ahead and check out what we're looking at today. I don't know if it goes, it looks like it goes all the way, so it might be a bigger store than what I'm used to seeing in the previous years. All right, so when you first walk into the Spirit, you got some shirts here on the left, and then it has music that totally doesn't match the vibe, right, Dylan? And let's go over to the display center that I got here and look at some of these displays, starting with this thing, Spirit exclusive for the Widow. Let's go ahead and see what she does. All right, nothing too fancy unless she's broken. It screams a little. All right, and we're headed over to this guy right here. His name's Dagger Mike. Dylan, why don't you go ahead and step on the thing and see what Dagger Mike does here today. That scare you, Dylan? Yeah, that freaked me out just a little bit myself. Dagger Mike really does come with some surprises. And a creepy laugh as well. With his little daggers left and right. And this is the Scary Sitting Scarecrow. I've seen this before at Spirit Halloweens. I'm not a Spirit Halloween enthusiast, but I've seen this before. You step right here, and then he jerks himself up. He's supposed to. Oh, there he is. A little delayed. So when you go and grab yourself some Kit Kats, Snicker bars, Reese Cups, you know, he's gonna give you a little scare, a little jump. And then this guy's from Killer Clowns of Outer Space right here. Another big animatronic, $400. Dylan, go ahead and step on that, see what this guy does. I'm gonna step back. He has a bag full of popcorn, as you can see right there. And it looks like he just laughs and just does a little bit of an animation. Nothing too insane, but he is a huge animatronic, that's for sure. Nice. This guy right here, his name's Poor George. Dylan, go ahead and see what Poor George does. Oh, that's cool. He has 2 different faces on each side. That's pretty neat. Now he's at a scary face right there. 2 different scary faces, it looks like, which is pretty menacing with half a torso. And he just keeps spinning. That's all he got for him. Pretty cool animatronic. You think that's a cool one, Dylan? Yeah, me too. All right, guys, over here we got the Martian for $400. Gonna go ahead and step on him and see what he does. It's a pretty nice thing. It's really neat. The sound effects are great. I don't know if he's supposed to glow up any more than that in his helmet or anything. But just looking at this right now, it's pretty nice. And the sound effects are really loud, drowning out this terrible music in Spirit Halloween. And we're then we got the Grave Witcher right here. Gonna go ahead and step on that. Oh damn! Didn't know it was gonna trigger that one for sure. That was a pretty good jump scare. Did you get scared on that, Dylan? He did. Makes me not want to step on this and see what this guy does, but I guess we all have to, right? Do you think he's gonna have a jump? Oh shit. Okay, I guess so. And then as we were looking at the art, we looked over and saw there's more animatronics. I thought they only kept them at the front. Like I said, don't come here often. Dylan, why don't you go ahead and see what this guy does? This guy's name's the Black Heart.
Together, we shall move among the living and find our next victim.
Pretty cool. Hopefully it's not blared over this music in the background because they have it blaring here for some reason. What can I say, guys? Those will get you sometimes. You'll step on one thing and it's the other, and then boom, out of nowhere, you just get a little shock. It seems like everywhere you go, you can't escape this music, so hopefully I'm talking louder than that music is blaring. But anyways, we got some cool deadly art. Like we got one right here of The Shining, I believe. If I mess that up, I am a total goofball. Frankenstein looking pretty nice as well. And then we got a Michael Myers one. And I might get roasted, but I have no idea what that's from. Dylan, do you know what that's from? Oh, that looks like the Bride of Frankenstein. Oh, God. Well, I figured it out, so I can't be a total goofball. And Dylan would probably love that one right there. Dylan, what do you think of this Friday the 13th one? You want it? Oh, yeah, that is a pretty cool one, isn't it? And then we got the Pennywise It one right here. But out of my favorite, it definitely probably is the Michael Myers one or the Jason one for sure. Those are pretty nice. Knock if you dare. That one came a little too slow for me to be scared of that one. But it is pretty cool little jumping spider action. And then right here, we got a whole bunch of zombie babies everywhere. We got them from eating brains to a porcelain statue just praying with devil horns. And did you see that? The lights flickered red for a split second. We got one eating a hand, I think, tearing into a hand. And then we got one even eating a little mouse or rat right there. And then you can get the zombie baby cradle if you want to keep your zombie babies nice and rested, it looks like. These ones look creepy. And this one's just begging for something. We're going to give it a little high five. There you go. And we don't know what these ones are doing, but they're up to something. We got this crazy clown from outer space. Decor right here. That's actually pretty cool. I'm not going to lie. I would honestly maybe get this. I'm not big on getting like these things that you hang up on your door, but that is actually pretty cool and unique. I gotta admit that. And then we got this.
Just in case the farmer's spirit returns. I think he will be very pleased with how I've been running things. I'm sure he'll be thrilled to see you.
That is pretty neat, not gonna lie. Like that a lot. What about you, Dylan? You like that? Yeah? Yeah?
If you're looking for somewhere safe, you can hide in the hole I dug out back. It's 6 feet deep and very cozy. I'll even tuck you in with a few layers of soil on top to have a nice, long rest. I know the worms would appreciate you.
We actually got some music that might be good for... Never mind, it just ended. I spoke too soon. But anyways, look out these... Man, this song's so old. Anyways, look at these. We got some bones, skull and bones. We got some turtles right here, a fish. We got a bunch of different stuff going on. I'm just gonna go ahead and pan around, narrate just a little bit, but take just a look. Take a look at the decor. Dylan, what do you like out of the bones right here? I bet you like that life-size portable skeleton or posable skeleton. I am a fool. I should read these. So assuming, looks like we got some more stuff right here. Some hangables. It's looking like some clowns, a nurse, some ghouls, and then the classic dark hair ladies. Okay. And then these pathway markers are pretty cool, not gonna lie. I like those pathway markers. And there's some pumpkins and things. And then right here, instead of stackable pumpkins, you got stackable skulls and a bunch of different things. We got that Martian warrior mask from up front, that animatronic we saw. We got the Emperor right here. We got a candidate mask, just some goofy mask. And look at that goofy mask right there. And more Purge and just the basic ones. I Heart Bingo, Rabbit, Darth Maul. And that might be it for this Spirit Halloween, checking out cool things. So definitely hit the subscribe button, the like button. Right here, we just got a random assortment of masks up and down. Now, the further you go, right, the more the masks get pretty cool, pretty more exclusive, I guess. Kind of like this Momo mask right here. Look at that. Fun fact about the Momo mask, I used to send Dylan things on PlayStation all the time with an account called Momo, and just send a straight up picture, and he would freak out constantly. It was hilarious. We got the flesh creature, which is just a mount with teeth. Right about behind that, we got a robot one, a couple clown ones here. Ice cream clown, okay. Frankenstein, a bunny, this different one, jack-o'-lanterns. Okay. Just all assort ones. A Tusken Raider from Star Wars. Really nice alien one, actually. I like that. The eyes are really nice on that one. And then you got the eyes mask full of eyes. Which one is really standing out to you, Dylan? Which one do you liking? Why that one? Why the Plague Doctor? It looks cool, I guess. But how about the rabbit scarecrow mask? Look at that. Let's keep heading down here this way. What's that mask? Pick that up right there. Let's see what this is. A bigger flesh creature mask, it looks like. Bigger one. Look at this Jason Voorhees one. Has the mask on the mask. What Halloween? I mean, what Friday the 13th is that from, Dylan?
Part 4.
How do you know? So that's from part 4. Doesn't even say it on the thing, does it? Wow. Pretty cool guy. And then we got this Blood Harvest mask and chest and hands kit. Purge mask. And then what's that mask that you picked up? Oh, that's a Freddy Krueger one. I couldn't tell from up here. And that looks like a downgraded Freddy Krueger one. Look at that. Definitely not as good as this Freddy Krueger one. Over here, we got some more masks. We got the classic Jigsaw Billy the Puppet mask right here. If you haven't seen Saw X yet, I recommend seeing that. It was a great film. And then we got just the plastic version of Billy the Puppet. Let's go ahead and see what this is. Just a black mask. What is this off of? pretty cool devil mask, and it looks like it even comes with some gloves right here. Devil with hands. And then right next to it, we got the devil skull without hands, but it is a pretty big mask. Look at that. Wow. And then we got Sam. We got Leatherface right there, another statue, just the same. Alright guys, that's going to be it for this Spirit Halloween. For Friday the 13th, remember, I'm dropping 3 videos today. If I didn't let you know already, I'm letting you know now. 3 whole videos of 3 different Spirit Halloweens. So go ahead and check those out. Make sure you subscribe and hit the like button so you can make sure you see and don't miss out on all 3 of these videos. This one was the first one of the day, gonna be uploaded, so there's 2 more to come. 2. Don't miss out on the next 2. I'll see you there. All right, Dylan and I go on ahead and finish the first Spirit Halloween video. And now we're at Bojangles. They opened this Bojangles about a month or 2 ago, and we gotta go ahead and see what this thing's all about. Gonna go ahead and eat inside, see what the inside looks like, and you guys are gonna see with us, of course, because that's what we do around here. Ooh, what's going on, guys? We're at the second Spirit Halloween here today. Couldn't get much footage in the Bojangles. It was completely packed. We couldn't even find a seat for a little bit. I was not going to record all these fine people eating their chicken tenders like screw that. That was not for me. But we're at their second Spirit Halloween, and to let you guys know, you gotta check out the vlog to get more exclusive things at Spirit Halloween. I'm trying to make the Spirit Halloween videos under 13 minutes max, but I will put extra things in this video. This is going to be a longer video, of course. We're looking probably at like a 50 minute video. And remember, Friday the 13th, 3 Spirit Halloween, so we still got 1 more to go. I don't want to flip you off, so I'm going to change that finger real quick. It's not flipping you off if it's this finger forward. Remember that. What's up, guys? We're at our second Spirit Halloween today here on Friday the 13th. Of course, Dylan's with us. Remember, 3 videos are coming out, and a vlog is coming out after this to get more exclusive on all the Spirit Halloweens. We're going to show more things, have more content in that vlog, especially get to see how our day is going for Friday the 13th. It's about 3:30 p.m. here right now. And we're going to the Spirit Halloween on Atlantic Boulevard in Canton, Ohio. We were just at North Canton. Now we're in Canton off Atlantic Boulevard, right off 62. Let's go ahead and check this out. So this is about the outside of it. It's kind of small. I think this used to be like a little like Mexican restaurant at one point, maybe a mattress firm. I'm not sure. But let's go ahead and see what happens when we first walk in through the doors. Got the schedule right there. Go ahead, Dylan. As you can see, you can reflective mirror right here. See me right here. And not much going on the inside. Smile, we're all on camera. Probably gonna get greeted right here. Hello. And of course, just like every other Spirit Halloween, when you walk in, you're gonna get some like animatronics. We've seen this just at the last one we were at. We got the sitting scary scarecrow. You remember, you step on it and he jumps up and freaks you out. This one I don't believe has the eyes like the last one, but we still got the candy bowl. We got some good treats right here. Now this is the cool guy we saw at the last one right here. His name's Strawman. He was saying a lot of things. Last time we didn't have to step on him. He was just going on his own, it seemed like. But again, this guy is pretty cool. He says some pretty neat things. And a very, very big animatronic. Very cool guy. I love his outfit. This is the Eternal Rest. It's 50% off. It looks like it has a spinning head not working. So I'm not sure if that means the head doesn't spin at all or it just keeps spinning. It doesn't stop. Not 100% sure on that. Haven't seen this yet. Hopefully at the next Spirit Halloween we go to, we can find one of these. Because it was definitely not at the last one we went to today, unfortunately. And we can't see it in action here today either. And of course, when you first walk in, we got the Widow. We seen this at the last one. Don't know if it had any more to it, or you just step on it and it just screams. Oh, yep. This one actually has some animation going on. The last one did not. So that's pretty cool. This one looks like breaks her neck. We'll check it out one more time. I stepped on it. Come on. Give us the action. Make out for that last one. There we go. Pretty cool. At least this one actually works. But yeah, of course, this is going to be a smaller Spirit Halloween than the last one we were at. It's not too much bigger. That looks like it's it for the animatronics. So we're going to go ahead and see what else we can see. We got a little Pickle Rick outfit right here with the Rick mask. If you want to be a Pokemon master, it looks like you can here today. Or is that just a Mario hat? I'm a fool. I'm a fool. And we got some more of this cool artwork right here. We got Pennywise the Clown right here. We got, looks like a Freddy Krueger one. Looking pretty cool. What do you think about that Freddy Krueger one right there, Dylan? That's pretty cool. And then we got Michael Myers, and I'm pretty sure that's with Jamie Lee Curtis. So that's pretty cool. And the original Halloween house, pretty nice. And then, of course, the Shining Girls, shining bright. And we got that original Michael Myers with blood on his face right there. Frankenstein. And, of course, Jason Voorhees. Pretty nice. These are actually pretty nice artworks. Especially the Freddy Krueger one. That's looking really crazy. We got some doormats right here. We got one of Frankenstein on the top shelf. That's looking pretty nice. And I'm sure Dylan's loving this one. We got a Good Guys one with Chucky right there through the door. What Chucky movie was this from right here, that picture? Yep, the Seed of Chucky. Dylan loves Chucky as much as he loves Friday the 13th. Which one do you actually like more, Friday the 13th or Chucky? Jason. He likes Friday the 13th more. And then we got a Killer Clowns of Outer Space one right here. That is pretty cool. And only $20, by the way, for all these doormats. That's not bad. But look at the Killer Clowns from Outer Space one. And then, of course, we got a Michael Myers one. These are all pretty nice. Which one's your favorite, Dylan? Yeah, I probably didn't have to ask. It is the Chucky one, huh? So it looks like this has a little bit of a Mario section right here. You can go ahead and get some shells, mushrooms, and of course, the blocks. And they even have noise. That's crazy. Look. And then, of course, from the game, the hat. Minecraft Creeper right there. And just some basic Mario. And then here's some Pokemon. You know? If you want to go as Grookey, go as Grookey. It's right here. And then we got a Sonic beanie with the Sonic and Tails mask right here. Those are pretty nice masks. You get some rings. And just another little Sonic outfit. We got Knuckles, Tails, and of course Sonic going speedy fast. We got some marshmallows right here. If you want to go with marshmallows and a cape, just marshmallow and marshmallow looking fresh. Which marshmallow would you go as, Dylan? Marshmallow in the cape? Nice, nice, nice. You gotta go marshmallow looking fresh, that's for sure. These were not at the last one we went to on Everhard Road. I didn't see these anywhere, but these look nice. Nice little sucker. From the It movie right here, and then of course we got Friday the 13th, a classic Camp Crystal Lake. And then, of course, Trick or Treat right there. Looks like we got a Friday the 13th one, and this is only $10. That's not bad. And another... Did I say Friday the 13th? I don't know if I said Friday the 13th. I meant Nightmare on Elm Street, just like this one with Freddy Krueger. Another Trick or Treat one right here. Then, of course, we got Leatherface. Michael Myers. With another Michael Myers right down here. And then we got a Good Guys doll one right here. That's looking pretty cool. And then we got Scream, the Shining Hotel layout, and then of course another Michael Myers. Tons of them. But this is all pretty cool right here, these signs. And then in this area we got some whoa, let's restart that. In this area we got some what do you call these, throw blankets. We got a Michael Myers one right here, Killer Clowns of Outer Space, Trick or Treat, and a couple more going on. We got the Ghostface one, Nightmare Before Christmas, and it just looks like a bunch of different throws. Let me know which one would be your favorite, or which one would you grab. Looks like we got some yard decor right here. We just got a gargoyle right here, a tombstone, another tombstone, some fences right here. We got the bronze fence with a bronzer fence and the skull fence. And just some tombstones. Nothing too fancy right here. Nothing much going on. Weeping angel. And then of course just what's on top. Oh, nothing too fancy though. Looks like we got some hanging flying ghosts right here. And then inflatables. Of course the inflatable ghost by itself. Inflatable rat. Inflatable wolf. Inflatable haunted tree. Look at that thing. Inflatable cat. Inflatable reaper. And if you guessed that was inflatable, you could be right, because that's the inflatable gargoyle. Right below that is the inflatable wolfman and the non-inflatable jack-o'-lantern archway. Wait, is inflatable. Wow, 9 feet. 9 feet. Is that an inflatable car? Nice. And then we got the zombie babies. We got a big brain right here. We got the rat, and we didn't see these zombie babies just yet. We got this one, but we haven't seen this one. Looks like doing a somersault or just scaring you from behind or whatever they do. Oh, this one is also new. Eating spiders, or spiders coming everywhere. Zombie baby. And then of course we've seen these ones at the bottom, but we'll go ahead and show you guys. And that one's new. Holding some ghosts or goblins or whatever. And then we got some cats down there, some body parts it looks like, and some more kitty kits. Like that rat, huh, Dylan? So here's some electronics that are on display, but just right here on display for you to purchase without seeing what they do. There's Slim from Killer Clowns of Outer Space. We got the Darling Dolly. We haven't seen this one in action at all. Hopefully sometime soon we can see this thing in action. That would be great. Right next to it, we got this thing that we've seen at the one on Everheart, the Black Heart. We didn't really know what he said, so hopefully we can see this again and try to get a better video of that. But that's the Black Heart. We've also seen this one on the one on Everheart. It was the one that gave me a little bit of a jump scare that was crazy. And then we haven't seen this one. It looks like he'll be juggling some bowling pins, which seems pretty interesting. We're going to take a little bit of a break from the Animatronics. I can't pronounce that right. And it looks like we got a cool Michael Myers carving a pumpkin, as well as Scream with a pumpkin looking in trouble. We got Sam right here. Good old Trick or Treat. Followed by Ghostface right here. And more Sam. And then Killer Clowns of Outer Space down here. Followed by these pretty neat, what are these called? What are these called again? Snow globes, I think. Michael Myers right there. And then we got Leatherface. These are actually pretty cool. And then we got Pennywise back there. Michael Myers right here. The Pennywise. And they're all right here. Oh, they do something, Dylan? I thought they did. Click it. Click the Pennywise one. Guess they don't do anything. They must do something, but the batteries are dead, unfortunately. Guess we'll have to get lucky and try to find these somewhere else. And then, of course, the Chucky doll. We got some inflatable jack-o'-lanterns right here. It looks like somebody's made a donation. We got Hannibal Lecter right there. I still have never seen that movie. Make sure you guys hold me to seeing this movie this year, because I never seen Silence of the Lambs. And then we got Leatherface, and then Gremlins. And I'm not sure, these are bobbleheads, I'm assuming? Yep, looks like bobbleheads. And then we just got a variety of different things right here. You know, just some witch things, you know, spells and stuff. Looks like you can count down the days till Halloween. Friday the 13th. So tell me how many more days we got till Halloween. We got a witch broom right here, giving out flying lessons. We got some decapitated heads with the mouse sewn. Hocus Pocus. And nice little display of Hocus Pocus. Right here we just got a Michael Myers, another Sam thing, Sam without the mask, and then Demon Dolly with some hands right down there. And just your typical spiders, you know. Not too many new things that we haven't seen before. Just some skeleton stuff. Looks like you got a skeleton with the whole vertebrae. Whoa, crazy. And then just some other skeleton things. This is pretty cool. A little skeleton squid. And then you got the bloody skull with some teeth. Just a dark skull. We got a skeleton bird. And what is this thing? Is that a shark? I hope that's a shark. I'm going to look so silly. And I don't like to look silly with the birds and the turtles. Just different things. And then right behind me on this shelf, we just got some different hanging instruments or decor. We got the hanging reaper, the hanging pumpkin, the hanging 5'6" hanging clown. Look at that. And then we just got a tatty girl, hanging zombie, the skull reaper right here, and 20" possible spider, and the dropping spider. But yeah, like I said, this is a pretty small Spirit Halloween here on Atlantic Boulevard, but we're trying to explore everything that we can possibly see. And remember to watch the vlog video to get more exclusive of everything in the store. We'll make sure we record as much as possible. It seems interesting. If it seems all like the same costumes and things that you hit up at every other Spirit Halloween, we're probably going to go ahead and skip that. But let's go ahead and see what else we... And then right behind us, of course, is more weapons. We got another axe. Looks like we got tons of axes actually going on. This is a pretty nice Pennywise clown. No, that's not Pennywise, is it? No. It's Crotchy. What's that off of again? Somebody let me know what that is. You know, you see one clown and you just assume. My fault. And then, of course, just more knives. Look at a polka dot knife, which is pretty cool. Of course, we got medical tools. Displaying pretty nice. And these are the trick-or-treat pails. We got a little dinosaur, which is pretty cute. And then we got a cat one. You can get the purple or the pink. That's purple, right? Or blue? Blue? I don't know. And we got Lightning McQueen with just this basic little bucket with a face on it. Then we got the pumpkins right here. The nice little candy corn design. Oh, there's that bucket that was up there somehow. And of course, just different color buckets right here with just like the same little pumpkin design like that on them. I do not know how we missed these, but these are more doormats on the other end of the doormats. That's what we get for assuming. We got this one right here. Is that Wicked or whatever that movie's called? I didn't watch it. Bates Motel. And then look at this nice little Pennywise one. That is really, really amazing. Him in the sewer looking out at you as a doormat. That's really cool. This is probably my favorite one, if I had to be honest. And then Welcome, Have a Knife Day. Another Halloween one, which is actually pretty cool. But this Pennywise one is phenomenal in my opinion. Now we're on this side of the animatronics. We got the Howling Spirit right there. 55" floor candelabra. And we've seen that already. Seen that. And then this thing is pretty cool. If we're on the one on Everhard, you got to check out that video. Or check out the vlog to see it all. This is the Martian Warrior. It was actually on display. It was pretty neat, pretty loud. But go ahead and check out the full vlog or the video before this to see the whole thing. But yet again, guys, this is the Spirit Halloween on Atlantic Boulevard in Canton, Ohio. So come out and check it out for yourself. Anything that we may have missed, you can go ahead and see it in person. It is a smaller store, so I do recommend if you live further away, don't come out unless you've seen something neat that interests you that you can't find anywhere else. But again, guys, Friday the 13th, 3 videos coming out, and look out for the vlog coming out later this week for the whole tie-in. This has been Big T and, of course, Dylan, and we'll catch you at the 3rd store. So make sure you subscribe and not miss out on when that video drops here today. All right, Dylan and I explored 2 Spirit Halloweens so far. Right now we're at Michael's because I had to make a little pit stop, if you know what I mean. But anyways, been a good day so far. 2 Spirit Halloweens down, 1 more to go. We might even throw a 4th one in. It's only 5 o'clock. We have all day. I got 1 video edited. Editing these videos won't take too long, so we'll see what happens. Maybe we'll throw a 4th one in there. Be crazy. Would it be crazy, Dylan? You want to throw a 4th one in? Mm-hmm. Dylan wants it, we might do it. What's up, guys? Big T here. We're in North Canton, Ohio on Strip Avenue, checking out a Spirit Halloween that used to be a Bed, Bath & Beyond. Check it out. Big store right there. Pretty crazy. Look at that. But, of course, we're here with Dylan right now. Dylan, say what's up. This is our 3rd Spirit Halloween today. Let's start walking there. Of today so far, it's about 6 o'clock. We got a little off topic, but we're here for the 3rd and maybe final. We've decided we might go for 4 today for Friday the 13th, but we'll see if there's a 4th one coming soon. Let's go ahead and check out the front of the store. And like I said, guys, this was a Bed, Bath & Beyond, as you can see. And that Spirit Halloween right there, looking all big and proud. I don't know if this is going to be bigger than the one on Everhard, but that's the only way you can go ahead and check out is by going inside the store. And the music is already bumping. And as soon as you enter, you get to see the animatronics right away. We got Leatherface right here to our right. This is stilts that we've seen at the other Spirit Halloween in the box, not on display. And there's the Martian right here. And let's go ahead and see what's all in here. Oh, it's Dagger Mike minus the daggers. That's insane. And he's out here trying to scare people. Jeez Louise. And then, of course, we got the sitting scarecrow. Always a classic. Let's see what else we can find here in the first. We got the invisible ghost right here. And then, of course, the other killer clown from outer space right there. But, of course, we gotta check out Leatherface right here. This is gonna be an amazing one. Dylan, you wanna go ahead and step on that and see what Leatherface does? That is pretty neat. It would be great if you put the chainsaw above his head, but this is pretty nice for itself. And I wonder if it comes with batteries for the chainsaw, or I mean the, geez Louise, what is that? I forget what I was saying about the batteries for the chainsaw, but who knows? That's pretty cool Leatherface right there. And this right here is Stilts. Let's go ahead and see what he does. Looks like he's gonna be juggling some bloody bowling pins while his head is turning 360 degrees. That's pretty nice. And he's gigantic. Very tall. Super cool. Then, of course, we got the invisible ghost. Let's go ahead and see what happens when you step on it. I was not expecting that jump scare. That was insane. Did that one scare you too, Dylan? That almost got me really good. Then, of course, we got Dagger Mike right here with that cynical laugh. Oh, I did not even step on the thing at all. And he's over here just jump scaring people for the thrill. This guy got the spirit in him. Spirit Halloween, that is. And of course, here's the Widow. We've seen her 3 times today. Always on display. Very popular. Let's see if this one works. The other one, yep, this one does work this time. And it looks like it's just the breaking of the neck. And that's how you're going to get it from the Widow. But we've seen her 3 times, and 1 time she did not work today, which was unfortunate. And then, of course, we got the Martian, which I thought was pretty cool. He's pretty loud, so All right, so he does have a kind of a glow to his helmet. I don't think we've seen it the last time, but this is pretty nice. Of course, with his laser gun sound effects and everything, and just kind of looking left or right. Not too much going on, but still incredible animatronic here today. And then, of course, the sitting scarecrow right here. Go ahead, step on him. We know what he's about to do. Maybe not. Maybe not. Come on. This guy not working? Maybe if I get some candy, come on. This guy is not working today, unfortunately. See? Nothing. But we already seen him work twice today, so seeing him for a third time, you know, he just goes, whoa, scares you. And then, of course, we got Killer Clowns. And just holding the bag of popcorn. We've seen this already. Show it off one more time. This time, he's not moving his arms like he did with the other one. He's just sitting there laughing menacingly. Unfortunate that these things don't work at the fullest. But yeah, this did look a lot bigger on the outside. It's pretty small, but it is pretty crowded here today overall. There's tons of people here. It is Friday the 13th, so people might have like Halloween parties they're going to this weekend or something crazy. But overall, it's not as big as I thought. On the outside, it was ginormous. Inside, it's not completely terrible, but maybe I'm just overestimating the Spirit Halloween since I haven't been to many. But there's some more electronics over there, so let's go ahead and see those. All right, Dylan, what's this guy's name? He doesn't have a name. Go see what he does. Go step on it. Is that all he does? Is kind of float? Nothing? Oh, that person just got scared over there. This thing right here, we got internal rest, and this is the one that I wanted to see, and we haven't seen in action yet. That is the Darling Dolly. Dylan, I think if you step on that, that would be for the Darling Dolly. Go ahead and do it and see what happens. That's pretty cool. That one is pretty cool. Do you like that one, Dylan? Yeah, I do too. This one right here we got is called Gordo. I'm gonna go ahead and step on it, see what happens. Anything? Come on, Gordo. Oh. Little jump scary. Got all the pumpkin guts coming out of it. These are pretty nice. These are pretty nice. And we got the jumping spider in there. I think the only way to activate the jumping spider is knocking on this right here. I'm pretty sure. I did that at the other Spirit Halloween and they got this thing activated. I don't know if the doors have to be closed or what's going on with that. I'm gonna try knocking again. So it looks like it's just a malfunction, nothing going on here for the jumping spider, unfortunately. Then, of course, all the screaming in the background. And this is going to be the black heart. See what we can get out of him today.
You are now mine for all time. Together, we shall roam among the living and find our next victim.
And that is Blackheart right there. But we got this thing right here. I don't know how to pronounce this, so screw that name. And then we got this guy again. He scared me the last time because I thought he was just going to stay underneath. He was standing right there and then just boom, pops up just like that. But he's a little different, I think, from the other guy. Different costume. And he's saying stuff this time. And then, of course, we got the Grave Watcher right here, holding some candles. And then we're going to go ahead and see what this thing does again. That thing's amazing. Somebody just activated this, and this thing is actually pretty cool. I know the first time we saw it, we didn't get to see much action from it, and we thought this is all what it did. But we got to wait for it to reset, and it's totally worth it, because somebody just stepped on it, freaked me out. and it was pretty amazing. So we're gonna give this a second to reset, and we're gonna see this thing in action. All right, so the devil thing just reset. I'm gonna go have Dylan step on it. Dylan, go step on that thing. Check this thing out behind me. Shoots up real high in the sky. Look at that thing. Completely insane. I missed it the first time. I'm glad I was sticking around and somebody activated it again so we could see it in full action. Pretty cool animatronic, if I had to say so myself. I'm gonna walk back there because there's one more thing we're missing. So let me pop a quick Yui and get right to it. And then we're sitting here. There's one more thing we didn't do yet, so I'm gonna go ahead and step on it. Oh, it's for this ghost right here. Okay, I guess I should have looked over. This thing is called the Howling Spirit. I'm glad there's such a variety here today. Bigger store, of course. A lot more going on, and that thing going off in the background. Crazy. Always freaks everybody out. Nobody expects it. Freaks me out the first time I saw it too, that thing. But of course, there's some more inflatables here. We've seen a couple of these inflatables at the last store. The Reaper is new. We haven't seen the Reaper one yet. So that is pretty cool up there. The Reaper, the Scarecrow as well is new. It has a little hay bale that he's sitting on right here. And then looks like down here we got the Pennywise Clown, 12 feet inflatable, which is insane. And then we got a Jack in the Box one just over to our left right here. More like Fright in the Box. And then we've seen these, the ghosts, the pumpkins, or the jack-o'-lanterns, the rats. We haven't seen this one actually, the snake inflatable. So that's pretty neat. And then look right here, we have a clown, a jumbo clown inflatable. Of course, from Killer Clowns of Outer Space, if you didn't know. This is pretty weird right here. They got a stuffed dummy prop. I don't know why you would need a stuffed dummy unless you were decorating it, but I definitely would not want that. And then we got some hangables right here. Classic zombie hangables. Looks like I got some nails in their head right there. And right over here behind Dylan is we got a witch hangable. And just something, you know, jack-o'-lantern, burnt jack-o'-lantern hangable. And then somehow under my nose I missed it, but there's a ghost face inflatable right there, which is pretty nice. We got Queen playing loud, but not as loud as these spirit, these zombie babies, I should say. The zombie babies are very popular, it seems. They're everywhere in different formation. This one has cockroaches crawling all over it, eating it, putting them in their mouth, whatever they do. We've seen this one with the hand before, playing with the hand, eating the hand, who knows. And then we got this goofball right here, look at that. And this one's laughing. This one's digging through some pumpkin guts, it looks like, being a little cynical. Right by another baby with some roaches. Down here we got baby with spiders, baby with a mouse, baby with some hands, and one of these porcelain angel babies, zombie babies. And then we got a baby dressed in black eating the brain, and then we got the purple zombie brain baby right here. All pretty neat, all pretty gruesome. And then the green one holding some ghouls or something. This thing looks pretty cool. It's a 36-inch animated Reaper greeter, and maybe it holds your candy and they... Oh wait, there's a try me button, Dylan. Can you hit that? Yeah, I should have guessed that it wasn't gonna work. Just use your imagination to see what it does. And then right here we got a sinister spirit doll. That one looking more sinister than this one, that's for sure. If you love door decorations, they got them here, that's for sure. We got this, I don't even know. The tag will tell us, I don't know. They got this, that's all I can say, they got that. Then they got this really cool Clowns from Outer Space, Killer Clowns from Outer Space one. I think is incredible, and actually it has a thing to play. Might be broken, unfortunately that's how it goes. We can't see much, but I'm guessing maybe some of this like stuff right here lights up. Is that supposed to be popcorn, I'm assuming? And then we got more right there, and then we got this trick or treat one, and then another one down here. But of course, that's not all the door decorations we got. We got this trick-or-treat one right here, which is pretty cool. Then we got a Frankenstein door cover. Then we got this Chucky door cover right here, followed by a Michael Myers, another trick-or-treat, and then, oh, this one's actually a flag. Same with the Killer Clowns from Outer Space. And I thought it was some guy staring at me over there. It's just some hanging decor, so that's kind of funny. Another trick-or-treat flag. And then this is a door cover of Nightmare Before Christmas. We got, it looks like The Exorcist, followed by The Martian. Here's a wall decor of Ghostface, a door cover of ours truly, Leatherface. That's pretty cool, I gotta admit. Gremlins, if you're a fan of the Gremlins. And we got another wall decor right here of Killer Clowns, Outer Space, and a Pennywise dairy flag. That's amazing. And I think this is the last one we got right here, is another Pennywise one and Ghostface flag. Right here we got a welcome to the Overlook Hotel. Pretty nice, shining. And then we got the Corpse Bride. I haven't seen a Corpse Bride thing since this. Killer Clowns of Outer Space right here, followed by a Mars Attack blueprint for the weapon. We got Trick or Treat, Halloween, Michael Myers, you know how it goes. And then we got the Salem, Massachusetts right here. We got this going on, the Grimming Post, followed by a Leatherface, a Martian, bodies of missing kids from It, which is pretty cool, a Michael Myers poster, and it looks like we got a Ghostface knife and decor right there. And then we got a Friday the 13th Camp Crystal Lake, and a few other things right here. We got the Frankenstein and the Bride of Frankenstein. Again, go ahead and just check this out if you want to pause the video. There's a lot of people behind me. I don't want to keep getting everyone's way. People are waiting for me to get out of the way. So, Dylan, check this out. Friday the 13th. Wait. Now this right here is pretty cool. It's the Pumpkin Clown statue from Killer Clowns of Outer Space. And Dylan, what's this from? Chucky? How's that from Chucky?
It was in the trailer on the second one.
It was in the trailer? Okay. Hey, look, this actually has some try-me's, if they work. That's pretty cool. And then this has a try-me. Looks like it just shines some lights. We got... Dylan, check this out. We got Friday the 13th mask light. That is pretty cool right there. I know you would probably love that, huh? And then we got Friday the 13th. Is this like one of those light things? Yeah, it looks like it. And we got a light up decoration for Killer Clowns of Outer Space. Dylan, go ahead and hit one of those buttons, see if we can get something going. Try another one. These things never want to work. Whatever. And then we got the Mars Attack right here. If you can get... Oh, this one's actually working. It's pretty cool. And then we got Trick or Treat Sam right here. And then we got some Ghostface. Now let's go ahead and see if this one works. That one is not working. Getting these to work is crazy. You gotta just hope nobody played with it a lot, you know? Unfortunately, it looks like, unless we try this one, looks like they're all dead. Right here, we got the Sam doll from Trick or Treat. Pretty big doll right here, right next to Annabelle. She's looking freaked out. Very freaked out. On the bottom, it's the same exact stuff. And then, of course, we got the Chucky doll right here with the glare. This different hair right here. Hair behind the head right there. And then, of course, we got Sam and Pennywise with Georgie's little boat. Looks like down here we got some Chucky candy bowls, followed by a really nice Chucky knife. Look at that. And then we just got the Good Guys Chucky doll wall decor. And this thing right here, I just noticed, a town hall table clock and bank. So it has a clock on it, and I'm guessing that you can put some change in there, which is pretty cool. So this is the deadly art. These are amazing in my opinion. This, of course, the Pennywise It clown right here, followed by none other than Jason himself, Jason Voorhees. And then it looks like we got a Nightmare Before Christmas one right here. Pretty nice, check that out. Next to it, same thing. And then we got back-to-back Shining posters. Right here, we got some Michael Myers carving the pumpkins. We got one right there, followed by a picture of Trick or Treat. And then, of course, we got Trick or Treat right here. Let's see if these work since they're on the bottom shelf. That is pretty neat. Looks like he has a jack-o'-lantern right there. Pretty nice. And, of course, same guy right here. And Dylan was pointing out to me that the Michael Myers thing actually lights up, too. Not that one, but this one. So that's pretty cool. Look at that. And of course we got the doormats, which are 20 bucks, which is not bad because some of them are really cool. This one we got, man, brain fart, Nightmare Before Christmas. One right here. And then we got the Hocus Pocus one. I messed up on that one video and I said it was wicked. For some reason, I am wickedly stupid for that. And right under it, same one, but then right under that is the coolest one in my opinion. Pennywise in the sewers, looking out through the sewer gate. That is a really amazing one. If I was ever going to pick up one, it would definitely be this one because that is outstanding. And then, of course, on the other side, we got a couple more. We got this Bates Motel one. Check that out. We got the other Nightmare Before Christmas. I think we already seen that one. Then we got a Ouija board one right here. And then at the very bottom, we got a Beetlejuice one. Again, I think these are all outstanding, and there's actually more right behind me. Let's go to them. This It one up top is amazing. Pennywise looking, domestic as ever. You'll Float 2, amazing. I swear the It ones are my favorite. I'm not a big It fan completely, but these doormats are really getting me into it. And then we got the Salem Witch one right here. Not too much to say about that. The Haunted Mansion, if you ever seen that. I have not. And then the Killer Clowns from Outer Space, competing with the It one. It seems like the clown ones are like the way to go with these doormats. They're amazing. And then just that cool sewer one, Pennywise down there. We got a Trick or Treat one up here. Looks all, dirty, everything, but it's a great doormat. That is phenomenal. Beetlejuice again right here. Different Beetlejuice one. I light up Try Me Step here. Yep. And as you can see, it lights up the sides right there. And then we've seen these ones right here. Actually, we didn't see the one on the bottom yet. Goodbye, Cruel Werewolf. Right over here, we got some more. This place has a lot of doormats, which I ain't complaining about because these are actually pretty cool in my opinion. We got a ghost one with no feet on there. At top, we got something going on. I'm too short to see what that is. That's all the way up top there, We got that doormat. And then one down here of the Corpse Bride. And of course, we got the Animatronics over here. Not Animatronics, you know what I mean, whatever. But we got little Jack Carver right here. Only $100 was 170. But that would be pretty neat. Haven't seen him in action, but we've seen this guy multiple times. The Sitting Scarecrow. You already know what he's about. Straw Man. He is tall. He's a tall one. The Widow. the widow we've seen, and she's actually right there. And then young Crouchy, we have not seen this one. He is 4 feet tall, so he's not ginormous like the other ones we've seen, but I would love to see this guy in action, hopefully someday soon. We got Betty Sharp right here, holding a bag full of something. Not good, not good. And then right behind her, let's go ahead and move this box out the way. We got Nozzles the clown. Looks like he sprays some kind of smoke out those nozzles. That'd be really cool to see. We got this amazing Frankenstein one. Again, I'm saying that a lot, but these are actually, you know, I said it multiple times, you already know. Just great doormats overall. The ones on top we've already seen, and then Have a Nice Day Halloween one with a little jack-o'-lantern over there. And then we got this right here, Emmeline, it says. Haven't seen this one in action. Hopefully we hit up a Spirit Halloween soon that has a lot of these that we have not seen in person set up, so we can see what they do. And then of course we seen the Leatherface when we first walked in here. This one's pretty cool. He is a scary guy, that's for sure. And then of Stilts, of course we seen Stilts when we first walked into this place, as well as Slim. Now these seem popular. I've seen these before in the past. Haven't seen them yet on my 3 trips so far. But this is a man's possessed friend, which is just a dog that shoots out of it and comes at you, you know. And then I'm glad we got to see Darling Dolly today. First time we seen Darling Dolly, and she is pretty creepy. But it seems like we've been in here for about 40 minutes, and it's kind of dying down now. There's still a lot of people here. But when we first got in here, it was completely packed. It was hard to film anything because everyone was just everywhere. And of course, I didn't want to be the guy sitting there with a camera in front of everybody being like, whoa, wait your turn. I just want everyone to have their turn first before I started going around messing with everything. And right now, yeah, as you can see, it's kind of dying down. Not too busy. Somebody made a donation. Good for them. I'm pretty sure that's what that bell means. If not, let me know down in the comments below. Let's go see what else we can explore before we end the video here today. All right, this looks like new stuff we haven't seen at any of the other Spirit Halloweens right here. We got that switch, but I think now that I see this, you could probably connect it to those animatronics and then have them be switched on with these switches. That's probably what they're for. Put 2 to 2 together, and you got me. We got live wires. We got this 2-headed snake, skinless snake. We got a couple spider things going on. We got this bat, big wing bat, ugly bat. And this thing again, the spiders. And then it seems like this is all just basic stuff that you see everywhere. Just, you know, some skull bones, skeletons hanging, this guy goofing around. We got big skeletons down there. We got the screaming nurses. Actually, there's a try me button on them. Actually, there's not. The try me buttons are taken out of those. There's no trying them. But we can try this guy if he works. Look at this guy. That's the face I'm making because this thing doesn't work. Maybe this little devilish demon will.
You're my best friend for life and death.
All right. We got your bondage section right here. If you're into bondage, it's right here for you. We got the chains, the tied up hands, the severed limbs, you know, even more chains right here. You got it all going on, and you got the gravestone with the 2 zombie hands sticking out. Haven't seen the monkey chimes, but that is pretty nice. We got Hugs the clown looking down for no hugs. Oh, free hugs. And then we got this thing with a try me right next to that devilish demon. What are you gonna say, the same thing? Guess we won't know. And it looks like, oh, we got the butcher. Dylan, let's see what the butcher is. Pick him up. Hit the try me button. Dang, that sucks. But he's holding a little meat cleaver right there. Pretty cool. And then we just got a ghost swing I wonder if he can actually swing on that or it's just for decoration. Who knows? Then we got some cool door knockers right here. That's pretty cool. Both say the same thing, it seems like. And then we got these cool things on swings. We got the creepy Crimson Girl on a swing, and then we got the swinging witch. Both pretty cool. And then down here we got an empty soul girl on a swing as well. Guess we'll go ahead and just check out the Fall Guys costumes while we're here. We got the Spooky Doodles inflatable. These look like they're all inflatable. And then we got the orange guy with the crown, pink guy with a crown, the Spooky Doodles again, blue guy with a crown, and it looks like the Skelly. Dylan, which one's your favorite out of these Fall Guy characters? Point them out. You like the Doodles? Pretty cool. I don't know how I missed these at first, but we got an It sign right here for the losers. We got Nightmare on Elm Street right here. Dylan, do you know what that's from? Oh, Jeepers Creepers. Okay. Okay. And then we got Pennywise. And then, of course, we got a Michael Myers one. A Friday the 13th one. What are all those masks on the Friday the 13th one, Dylan? Those are all the masks? Is it in order or no? Really? That's the first mask you wore? I thought that was from the second movie. Wow, you're pretty screwed down. Actually, he appeared at the end of the first movie. Yeah, you got suckered out. And then we got another Friday the 13th. And Pennywise. And then a Freddy Krueger. Pretty cool. So it looks like we checked out everything here today. Remember, this is Strip Avenue in North Canton, or Belden, whatever you want to call it, Ohio. We checked it out. It was pretty good. This used to be a Bed Bath & Beyond, like I said before. But now it's just a cool Spirit Halloween. Has cool animatronics back there. And a lot going on here. We were here for about an hour overall. Just filming everything. Of course, it got super busy. But we might hit a fourth one up today. It's kind of getting late. But they're open till 10 or 9 at some locations, so depending how far away, we might be able to fit a fourth one in, but we're gonna have to go and see about that. I'm supposed to. Oh, there he is. What's up, everybody? I'm in Kent, Ohio for you know what. Behind me is a Spirit Halloween. It's yours truly, Big T, here with Dylan. And before we get started, go ahead and click that like and subscribe button now. Sorry, traffic's getting to me right now. I better dodge it. But let's go ahead and see what the outside of the store looks like here today. So, of course, Kent, Ohio. We're right here at Spirit Halloween, right next to the Planet Fitness. And this is the day before Halloween. So it looks like that's why we're going to see a 50% off the entire store coming up in 2 days. And the entrance is unlike any other entrance. You get greeted by some spooky trees. 50% off the entire store coming up. And it's pretty dead since, of course, it's the day just before Halloween. Hello. Then it looks like since it is the day before Halloween and everything's about to go on sale, it looks like they had animatronics up. They're all taken down. But look at this cool thing I found right here. It is a Ghostbusters Proton Pack. Haven't seen this at any other Spirit Halloween. And look at that. Doesn't work 50% off if you just wanted a cool decoration. Then, of course, you can get Young Grouchy right here. He is broken, unfortunately, but he is 25% off because of that. Haven't seen Young Grouchy all Spirit Halloween, but he is here today in Kent, Ohio. Then we have a Darling Dolly right here, right behind Young Grouchy. Then right below Young Grouchy, we have Stilts. It is really hard to escape all this music here at Spirit Halloween. The aisles are completely gone almost. It's just like a clear walkthrough. You just go one way to the other, if you know what I'm saying. Everything is kind of gone since it is the day before Halloween. So this place is getting ready to close up, pack up, and go somewhere else. Right here we have the poor remains of what was the jumping spider. Now closed down for the season, unfortunately. You'd hate to see it. But right here is a pretty cool find. Miles Morales, Spider-Man. I haven't seen this at any other Spirit Halloween, and it looks like there's 2 variants of that as well. We have the Crazy Clown mask, chest, and hands kit, followed by even the Blood Harvest one. A quick view of the weapons we still have. A couple of knives, swords, axes, more knives, some machetes, axes, and even saws. A good Desert Raider mask right here. We have a rabbit mask right here with a moving mouth, so that is pretty cool. I wonder if you're speaking in there, it's actually moving out for us to see. Just a quick preview of some creepy clown masks. This one with glow-up eyes. We even got Creepy Pasta's Jeff the Killer, but he's known as Jay the Killer here. We have a Dead by Daylight mask for the Viper. A nice Billy the Puppet mask right here. We got a Grumpy Baby. A really well-made Darth Maul mask. Martian Warrior mask right here. Haven't seen this all year. We got a Wolf Scarecrow mask. A cartoon cat. A robot, vintage robot mask. All eyes on you mask. We have a pretty nice Chucky mask here. A pretty nice Michael Myers mask as well. And then we have a couple of Killer Clowns from Outer Space masks. We got Slim, and right here we got Shorty. Jason Voorhees with the mask to reveal the face. Right below Jason we got Freddy. And then we have Frankenstein's monster right here. Actually found some Bluey costumes. We weren't able to find them at other stores, but look, we got an infant one, a child, and then we got some Bluey pails right here for your candy, and some other characters. We have a Naruto section right here. You can be Naruto, Kakashi. We got an Akatsuki robe right there, and Sasuke Uchiha. Wanna be. We got the Turtles. Look at this Baymax costume right here. We have a really nice Scarecrow's animatronic mask right here. And a motion mask, my bad. Same with an Animotion wolf mask. Out in the wild with the skeleton bishop costume. Right in front of some bloody weapons. We got a giant pair of scissors right here. Look at that. Whoa. If you're a fanatic and want a nice new wallet, check out this Chucky knife wallet. That is pretty cool. You get the mystery Chucky outfit right here. Look at that. I didn't even know they had Spirit Halloween exclusive Funko Pops, but it looks like they're all of the same, except for the ones below it, that is. Look at those. Some more adorable dog costumes coming your way. Check out that dog as SpongeBob. Of course, they had to go with the Dalmatian for the fire truck. What other dog breed would you go with? Somehow being stabbed by this guy seems a little bit more enthusiasm. I mean, he is a cutie. Look at that. We got Pennywise the dog. And just look at that good boy. When it is 50% off, come and get some of these bags, because these bags are just crazy, like magnificent, I swear. If you don't like the orange one, you can get the Terra card black one. Oh, you like that Friday the 13th one, Dylan? We got the Ghostbusters one. We got the Freddy Krueger one. Looks like a pentagram, or I think that's what those are called. Pendulum? No, I'm dumb. Yeah, guys, unfortunately not too much here at the show in Canton, Ohio for this Spirit Halloween, as it is the day before Halloween, and they're getting ready to pack up shop, obviously to, close things down for the season, unfortunately. But again, this was Canton, Ohio. Check that out. And it was right next to the Planet Fitness. But anyways, if you made it to the end of the video, comment your favorite thing that you've seen here today, and make sure you like and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one. What's up, guys? Big T here. We just got to Spirit Halloween today on this Friday. of course, Dylan. And we're at the Spirit Halloween in Wadsworth, Ohio. And we're gonna go ahead and check this store out. It looks pretty big. Look at that. Right by below. And if I'm not mistaken, I think this was a Bed Bath and Beyond. I'm trying to look to see if there's any like cart things to indicate that, but I'm pretty sure it was a Bed Bath and Beyond. When I looked up the address, it did say it, but I'm pretty sure that's what we got here today. Alright guys, this is the outside of the store, right next to Michael's and Five Below and Target right there. So let's see what happens when we first walk in here today. Ooh, has a nice spooky theme to it in here. And we're grounded by no other than Stilts the Clown. Dylan, go ahead and step on Stilts right here. Nice, we've seen him at previous Spirit Halloweens already. We have not yet seen her at any Spirit Halloweens. This is Betty Sharp. Let's see, go ahead, Dylan, see what she does.
I like collecting things. Can I show you my collection?
Alright, I don't know if she has any animation to her, just a voice line. And it looks like right here, they're not putting any animatronics or it was broken. And then we got the sitting scarecrow right here that we've seen everywhere. And look, somebody even left a piece of, oh wow! That is pretty cool right there. Go for some candy and get a little jump scare like I did right there. That was spooky. And then of course we got Killer Clown Slim right here. We've seen him at some stores. Let's see if he's fully working today or not. With his bag of popcorn right here. Very menacing. But ultimately, it looks like the graveyard is kind of shallow here today. I mean, there's more animatronics over there. Hopefully something new that we haven't seen before. But yeah, for the first entrance coming in, there's only about 3 animatronics, which is kind of crazy, you know? Well, 4, I guess. 1 was new, which was pretty cool to see, but other than that, it's kind of empty on both sides, and only 1 on the inside, being the sitting scarecrow. Now this thing right here is very amazing. Dylan, go ahead and step on that. This thing is absolutely the best animatronic I've seen. How it launches so high up in the air. I absolutely love that. If I was going to set up anything for my house, it would have to be this thing, because just jumping from here all the way up there is just bonkers. And then we got the jumping spider that I think was trying to jump out, but the door seems locked or something. Let's try to give him another, there he goes. He'll open the door for you, buddy. Even though you triggered already, we'll give you another chance to trigger, okay? Well, can't close the doors ourselves. Come on, bud. Jump out for us. Oh, okay. Oh, then he's jumping at the door when it closes. What a goofball. Unfortunately, it looks like the graveyard's kind of dead here. I mean, we got this thing, which is always a nice spook. If it's working. Let me try the other pad. Any of these pads? Nope. That's unfortunate. Then, of course, we got Blackheart right here. Let's see if Blackheart's working today. Oh my god. Oh, okay. Just a little delayed. So Blackheart's working. You know, he says some things, that's for sure. Alright, let's go ahead and take a quick look at the mask here. It looks like we got a nice leather face mask from the very... Wait, is this from the first one then? This is from the 1974 one? No, where's your fact checks? And then of course we got a nice little jigsaw mask. And then another jigsaw mask with the hair included in the mask. Pretty sure this is the first time we've seen anything like feral cats or something. We got one right here, and then I guess this is just a regular black cat, but that one's actually spooky. And then we got some fog machines right here with the adapter kits and everything. And we got a low-lying fog machine to give you that nice spooky atmosphere right next to the hot leaf. What does this do? It's an animated 3D thing. Huh. I'm not sure exactly what that is, but that would be nice to see displayed. And then we got a nice Martian mask right here. And then, of course, House of a Thousand Corpse mask right here with a Freddy Krueger mask behind that on the bottom. Well, this Martian mask is pretty cool. Then, of course, we got some inflatables. We got the inflatable cat, the inflatable wolf right here, the inflatable rat, and the inflatable reaper, which I seen somebody had a couple of those in their yard. I don't know why they needed a couple, but they got them. We got the haunted tree, ghost, pumpkins, this car again, and snakes with the 9-foot jack-o'-lantern thing right next to the spirit dummy. And then, of course, if you like Fall Guy outfits, there's actually a couple more that we haven't seen. Like, you can get the chicken one and this one, which is the Freezy upside down. And then right next to the costumes, they actually got an inflatable Yeetus hammer from the game. And then, of course, I think this is a backpack. Yep. Little Fall Guys backpack. And this might be something. Let me check. Nope, that's just another Freezy. And then right here, we got a Minecraft creeper with just Minecraft Steve. Little Minecraft section. And then these are some pretty cool costumes. We got the Noodle Cup, the inflatable dragon, inflatable cow. Look at that noodle cup. And then we got the inflatable wacky arms guy. Look at that. And then skeleton abducting somebody right there. A chicken, and of course a dinosaur, but Dylan's personal favorite, a piece of pizza with a guy in a banana suit. And then a hot dog. And then just a skin suit. Actually, there is a lot of cool ones right here. We got a balloon animal, sumo wrestler, chicken, explorer riding a dinosaur, a dragon rider, a dragon, a donkey, a little Shrek reference right there, look at that, a shark, another guy riding an ostrich, and then we got these where if it's night out, these will glow up, so it just looks like a stick man just walking down. We got 3 variants of that, and then a ghoul abducting a kid with a nice little rubber chicken. Then I don't know if I've seen these at any other Spirit Halloweens this season, but this is just adorable. Look at this. You can make your little pet a Chucky. We got some pajamas of Halloween right here. We got Ghostface. We got the Addams Family Wednesday right here. Look at all. And then we got a race car. It. Trick or Treat. And then if you like cartoons, of course, SpongeBob and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle one right here, a fire truck, and a pumpkin poncho. And then, of course, right here we got the jumping spider animatronic. We got in a black and red variant right there, and a brown variant as here seen, which is pretty neat. Too bad he's not jumping out of that door anytime soon. Let's go see if it works this time for him. We'll try knocking on the door real quick. Alright, we gave him a little bit of time to shine, I guess. But yeah, you have to knock on the door first, which is crazy because he's already jumping. I don't know what triggers the jump, unless it's motion censored, but he's jumping after the door's closed. Then, of course, this one's always a scary animatronic, Darling Dolly. Let's go ahead and see if she's working. Dylan, I'm gonna be honest, it scared the crap out of me because we never seen this in action yet, and I didn't know it was gonna jump forward like that. My heart actually dropped. This is actually a talking Chucky doll, Dylan. Let's go ahead and see if he's working. Well, he's not talking like it says, but he is moving. Then right here we have a Leatherface statue. Let's go ahead and see if this is working. Well, it's making noises, but of course it's just a statue, so it's not gonna move, but it has a chainsaw noise effect, which is pretty cool. Then right here we have a whole Ouija board section with a little decoration hangable thing right there. And just other knick-knack paddywhacks that you can get, and even a full Ouija board if you wanted to talk of people beyond the grave. Woo. We got the howling spirit right here. Look at that. And then we got a little gargoyle right below him. You always miss the howling spirit. You just don't think about it. You just think he's just a regular decoration, not an animatronic, to be honest. And this is the first time we're seeing this in any store. It looks like there's a little like Wikipedia section for you witches out there, which comes with some wellness stones, a tray, and just some books. Then right here we got some bleeding candles. We haven't seen these anywhere yet. And then of course the candle holders for them right there, which is all pretty neat in my opinion. And then just some other cool knickknacks right below that. Then we got a nice little candy bowl right here. I don't know if it has like any features to it where it grabs, or it's just a hand coming out, which is pretty cool. Of course, this is in the Beetlejuice section, which is 50% off, and it even has Beetlejuice Monopoly here. Go ahead and pan through that with a little bit of throwback blankets, a clock, some tablecloths, mask, and other just decorational things right to the left, and plushies. Then of course we got the nice, very nice Deadly Arts, which I enjoy. You got Frankenstein and his bride, followed by Jason Voorhees and Pennywise, and at the bottom Michael Myers and Freddy Krueger, which the Deadly Arts are always amazing. And then on the other side of the Beetlejuice wall, you got a Nightmare Before Christmas wall right here. Check this out. Of course, being the board games that caught my attention right away, you can get Nightmare Before Christmas Operation, but who am I telling? You can see it right there for yourself, followed by just other sorts of knickknacks like the Beetlejuice wall. Throw blankets, some artwork, hangables, even some cups. I can't remember if we've seen this fall guy outfit at another Spirit Halloween, or maybe it was this one, but these are two cool ones too. I know the other ones we showed previously, we did not see them at any Spirit Halloweens, and it's just the classic orange guy with a crown, blue guy with a crown, and pink with a crown. Look at that. Everybody wants to be a cowboy this year. Why not come get your cowboy gear? And everything from the Western mustache to the Western bandana. Woo! Or the bandana right there. You don't need the Western one. And we got some Western earrings, the sheriff's badge. What is that? A bolo tie. I'm no cowboy, but could style a cowboy hat, that's for sure. And then of course some cowboy outfits with different varieties of cowboy hats. Of course, for the crazy people out there, you got the big baby outfits. And what is that? Oh wow. And don't forget the big pacifier that squeaks. To the best painter to ever brighten your childhood, let it be Bob Ross right here. Look at that, with the paint palette. Or you can even be Bob Ross painting. We're just walking around at the store looking for things we haven't seen in previous Spirit Halloweens, and we hit the jackpot with these nice little book bags right here. We got a nice little pumpkin flame right there, a Friday the 13th themed one, a Nightmare on Elm Street themed one, and then a Chucky or Child's Place themed one. That is really cool. And then we got a Tinkerbell one, a Michael Myers one. The Tinkerbell one's throwing me off. They got all these spooky ones in the Tinkerbell. Actually, we got a Corpse Bride one right here. Pretty cool. And then a SpongeBob one. These are all cool backpacks. We even got a Scooby-Doo one and a Ghostbusters. And in case you were wondering, it looks like the price tag for all the backpacks are gonna be about 60 bucks before tax. So you're looking about $70 to get one of these. I know I put taxes all the way out there, but you know, taxes are taxes. I don't know, I don't mess with them too much. And then, of course, everyone's favorite child cartoon at the moment, Bluey, which is absolutely picked dry, all but for like one little costume right here, and one little, is this a, oh, this is a little candy holder. This is pretty cool. Got some bracelets right here, and then of course, some headbands. And then we even got our own little Chucky section right here with the Chucky jumpsuit, Tiffany. And then, Dylan, what character was this from Chucky?
That's not from Chucky.
Yeah, it is.
No.
Why is it in the Chucky section if it's not for Chucky?
I don't know. It has a different name.
What's it say then?
I don't know.
Wow. That's from Chucky. And then, of course, we got a variety here for your candy buckets. We got a nice little what's this thing called? Spazzing out. You know the feeling. And then we got Elmo right here, a skeleton one, a fuzzy one, and then we got a dinosaur. We even got Flounder, which is nuts. Cars, and then a Spider-Man one that just looks plastic. And then I don't know how we missed this thing just sitting in the middle of the open floor. But this is a sandworm ground breaker. Is that an animatronic, Dylan? Or it could just be, you know, it's not an animatronic. It looks like just something you put in your yard as a decoration. Still pretty cool. Overall, it looks like it was worth a long drive to get up here. Again, this is in Wadsworth, Spirit Halloween. I'm just browsing around seeing if we missed anything that we might have not gotten at any Spirit Halloween before. I'm not trying to make it the same thing over and over. Trying to see some new things. So if you're in the Wadsworth area and see anything that you like, come on down before it closes. Right now it's October 20th. Don't know how long these stores stay open. So if you see this, get down here right away and get one of those cool backpacks. Actually, those are really cool in my opinion. Look at this Friday the 13th section right here. Dylan, what Friday the 13th is this from?
Part 4.
Part 4? I think we've seen this one before, did we?
That's the Part 4 mask and Part 9 face.
How do you know that? Fact check this guy. Is that the Part 4 mask with the Part 9 face? Or is Dylan just making stuff up? You can get some Camp Crystal Lake socks right here. And look at this machete, bloody. And then of course you can even, look, you can get the mask separately and the machete separately. Or you can just get them in a combo. But of course this looks like the scarier section. Look, we got Sam unmasked right here. We just got a normal clown mask. And then, ooh, we didn't see that on the book bag wall over there, which is pretty nice. And of course you can get Sam's sucker and knife. Let's go ahead and see what we got here. Another sweet little bag right here. That is so cool. Dylan, do you think this bag's nice?
Mm-hmm.
But that might be it here, guys. Like I said, if you're staying for the vlog that's going to come out after these videos to catch up on all the Spirit Halloweens we see today, this is our first one. We're possibly looking at 2 more, maybe even 3 more, but we got a lot of things to do. It's been a busy week here for me and Dylan. So finding time to make YouTube videos is finding a pretty hard time, but look at all these cool things behind us, the throw blankets and everything. But anyways, if you're on the journey and you're watching the vlog, we're hitting up the second store at the moment. If this is just the original video, go and check the vlog when it comes out, probably a week from this upload. But in the meantime, guys, catch you in the next one. Then on our way walking out, we see this animatronic that we have not seen before, the Cauldroness. And here's a couple other ones. We still never seen this one in action. It's crazy because I know years ago this used to be everywhere at all the Spirit Halloweens. Now I can't even see it. And there's the Howling Spirit that we saw already today. What's up, guys? If you're watching the vlog right now, which you are, because I'm only putting this in the vlog, so you guys are exclusive to me, and I appreciate that. Subscribe while you're here, please. I need them subscribers. We're going to have weekly goals that we're going to have to hit, and you guys are the only guys that make that happen. But anyways, we're in a Spirit Halloween number 2 of the day. We're in Fairlawn. We're coming from Wadsworth. It was about a 15-minute drive. I think we're going to cut it here and save them. I just got my schedule. I'm off Sunday, so I might just go up to Cleveland, and there's like 5 in Cleveland, and make it a whole day Sunday, maybe. But we will see. But anyways, Dylan's here with us, of course, and let's go check out number uno, dos, yeah, deuces, 2-2 for my boy Jimmy Butler. Anyways, I don't know what I'm saying at this point. Let's just get to the video. What's up, everybody? Big T here, of course, with my brother Dylan. We're in Fairlawn, Ohio here today. No other place but Spirit Halloween. Am I right? I mean, the title says it all. But Fairlawn, Ohio right now on this rainy day. Dylan, what kind of story do you think this was before? Because I did not look it up, which I should have. Maybe we'll throw it in the middle of the video. Try to guess what kind of store this is actually. And we'll throw it in halfway in the video. But anyways, we're heading right there. And my camera's getting soaked. You might not be able to see it. Of course not. But it is a rainy day. A lot of traffic here today, of course. And this is the Spirit Halloween we're looking at. It is a pretty cool outside, and we got a red Dollar Tree actually down there, which is crazy to me. I've never seen a red Dollar Tree. And let's see what we're looking at when we walk into the Spirit Halloween. Of course, we got the shirts to our left right here, everything else to our right for checkouts, and we're greeted by none other than Stilts. Let's see if Stilts works. And Stilts is working. He's not very loud though. We got Velma over there, but anyways, it's always nice to be greeted by our main man, Leatherface, see if he's working. And his chainsaw is actually moving too, which is pretty impressive. But it's always nice to be greeted by Leatherface. He is, in my opinion, one of the better animatronics we have seen. Dylan, how do you rate Leatherface on a scale of 1 to 10? 7, okay. And then when you come over here, going through the graveyard ourselves, we get the Martian Warrior. See, I wish we can find a Spirit Halloween that was a little darker with this guy, because I can see the glows and they would just illuminate everything, which would make it a whole lot better experience, in my opinion, for this guy. Going in the graveyard, we're actually left with nothing, believe it or not. Not even the sitting scarecrow that's been in every video. Dylan, no sitting scarecrow in this video. What do you think about that? I know, we never go a day without the sitting scarecrow, but look, we got the widow. Let's see if she's working. It looks like her neck was already broken, and I don't know. I don't know how to feel about that. And then, of course, we got this guy right here, Slim. And he's working to his potential, I believe. Maybe not fully. I don't know. He's not moving too much. We got Strawman right here. Nobody even setting this guy off. Just blabbing all the time. Strawman, that's what you do best, isn't it? Yes, it is. Look at him. And then we got this jumping spider that we haven't seen. I mean, we've seen the brown one, but not the black and red one. Is it working? Looks like he's down though, so we're not going to be able to see him in action, but we know what he does. He just jumps right at you, but not today, because for some reason the animatronics here are looking pretty down. But yeah, as we go through the Spirit Halloween right now, the animatronics are all just shattered. There's nothing to demonstrate. There's not much. They're not even working, as you can see. Let's see if our boy right here, the Black Heart, is working. To be honest, I'm not a big fan of Black Heart, so I'm kind of upset that he's working. I'm going to just be honest with that. Not a fan of Black Heart, so I'm upset he's actually working here today. But the good news out, this Spirit Halloween was sucking at the most part, but we got our first Scary Clown archway that we've seen this season. We haven't seen it anywhere else, and that's pretty cool. And then we got a Ghostface inflatable, a Ghost inflatable, Decor inflatable, Scarecrow, the Reaper, a wolf, ghost, pumpkins, the tree, and then we've seen this one other time, the flight in the box. Fright. But overall right now, it's not looking like the greatest Spirit Halloween. It might be the worst Spirit Halloween we've been at so far in Ohio, which kind of sucks. I'm not going to give it too bad of a disappointment value right now, but the animatronics being completely out and down and not even working is just insane to me. But we're going to go ahead and see if we can find anything new that we haven't seen in any other store before. So let's go ahead and find out. We got a pretty cool Zelda outfit though, that's pretty nice. And then of course his sword. Haven't seen that anywhere. And you can get 2 variations, and there's the oh man, I got hiccups right now. And then of course we just got the Minecraft section right here, and if you want your diamond armor, go ahead. And then you got a couple sword options, pickaxes, and the creeper outfit. We haven't seen many of these. I know this was popular right when Fortnite was like at its peak. They're dying down, it seems more like, but we got a pickaxe right here of the Rift, and we got the default pickaxe. Is that the default pickaxe, Dylan? Holy crap. And then the bash burner with the boogie bomb, and it looks like there's only 1 Fortnite mask and only about 1 or 2 Fortnite costumes. Actually no, there's more. Actually the Fortnite costumes are pretty out here. We'll pan through those real quick so you can see, but anything's a Fortnite costume if you put your mind to it. I mean, just think about it, everything's in Fortnite. Alright, these things right here are actually brand new. We haven't seen these anywhere else. It looks like you reach out your glove and get some candy, and that's just a little candy bag with a stick. I don't know. But it looks like, you know, you got the green hand, the skeleton hand, the orange pumpkin, and then the skull hand, or even the skull mouth, it looks like. I don't know if these things are... So it looks like you just reach out like this, be like trick or treat, and get your candy right in there, and then it's kind of a small bag, and it looks like it might not be durable. If you get a whole ton of candy, it might rip, but you know, you be the judge on that one. Then we got some hangables actually hung up pretty high, which is pretty neat, so you can go ahead and see a full variety of them, from the devil all the way over here to whatever this is, turned around. Oh boy, look at that. And then we got this guy. I have not seen this guy at all. I don't know. The stocking or the stakeable scarecrow. I need to read before I take a stab at just guessing. And then of course we got Sam right here. It looks like we got a clown right here, the kicking clown. So it must, you know, the stilts right here must be kicking. What else do we got? We just got a ghoul, and then another clown. It looks like all these have some try me buttons, but none of them seem to work. And then we got Frankenstein right here with a try me. See if we can get it to work. Nope. That sucks. And then we got the haunted home section right here, just to give your home a little bit of fright for the holiday season. Nothing too much to see here, but that bone black rose, I gotta say, is looking good. We got the skull of skulls, look at that. And then we just got a couple more, a cat and a snow globe and a bloody skull. And then we got our main man, Chester Cheeto, here with his own section, look at that. From the Flaming Hot Cheetos socks to the Flaming Hot Cheetos hat, to the Flaming Hot girl in the Flaming Hot Cheetos eating a Flaming Hot Cheeto. If you didn't think it could get hotter than that, get out of here. We got the Flaming Hot Cheeto bag with the Flaming Hot Chester Boy himself costume, and then you can even be the Cheeto. Look at all that. We're gonna go have Dylan just return that to where it needs to go real quick. No, not there, Dylan. Go take it to that section over there. And then, of course, we have different variants of signs. Everything from the Mars attack to Frankenstein to... Dylan, what is this from? To, I don't even know. We got The Shining, Chucky, or Frankenstein, Nightmare on Elm Street, We even got some ghost face and Halloween nice right there with a ghost face sign. More of The Shining right here. Friday the 13th Crystal Lake, and then a good view of all these cool signs as well. We got the Pennywise one, Michael Myers, Trick or Treat from Sam, and then followed by the beautiful artworks that I always love. And it's great to see them in every Spirit Halloween. So if you always wanted to pick one of these up, they're guaranteed to be at your location as far as I'm concerned. And then, of course, we haven't seen this anywhere else. We got some humor hats from anywhere from pineapple, banana, flamingo, and frog, alligator, cactus, and a rainbow. Pretty good things right there. Another Ouija board here at Spirit Halloween, if you were into that. The last section we were at had a better Ouija board set up. They had everything from the candles to even just like hangable things for the Ouija board. This is just a Ouija board with just two other things. Not a good Ouija board section. And then, of course, look at this goofball, the zombie babies. And then somebody found their way into the zombie babies. It's our boy Leatherface here today, finding his way in with all these children. Look at that. We got a scary, sinister doll right here. Not much more. We got a scary, sinister doll right here. We got a couple of creepy dolls over here with Killer Clowns of Outer Space, Leatherface, and then, of course, just another one with Sam being right here, and then Frankenstein and Sam down here. I have not yet seen this Pennywise statue. I'm hoping it works. Oh, that's actually really cool how it lights up. That is probably the best statue we've seen so far. And he even has a couple voice lines that's not too loud, so I don't know if you're able to hear it. Plus, I'm talking over it, but pretty cool statue nonetheless. Then we see a couple of the door decorations, but I never think we saw the ghost face one, which is looking pretty cool, but still does not beat the Killer Clown from Outer Space one, in my opinion. Just the uniqueness of this is phenomenal. And then we never even seen the Texas Chainsaw Massacre one. And it just has a little bit of a light up for the sign right here. And then, of course, pictures of the family and Leatherface himself. And then just, is this anything? No, this is just a regular door decor with red light up lights. We got a couple astronaut helmets right here. I'm pretty sure they're wearable, not just for decoration, but for putting them on. And then, of course, we got some nice book bags here that we just seen at the last Spirit Halloween that we went to in Wadsworth. I don't know if they were at the other ones, but we did not see them as far as I know, or got them in the video at least. But SpongeBob, the brides, the corpse bride, oh boy, I don't care. We got Scooby-Doo, Tinkerbell. I'm guessing this is a Nightmare Before Christmas one, maybe? I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, it is. Oh, thank God. Chucky, you know, and then we even got this Ghostface one that we didn't see at the last one. Pretty cool right here. And a Freddy Krueger one. And then, of course, I don't think we even seen this Trick or Treat one either. We got a little bit of a Michael Myers section here. Just a plain little jumpsuit with a machete. And that just seems to be the theme right here for the Michael Myers. They got a clown section here with a couple of scary clowns. And, of course, their weapons. You even get some mallets if you wanted the mallets. But right here, you know, we just got the same original things that any clown would have. A knife, machete, a meat cleaver, and then even a scary clown staff. And then they got the scary mask all lined up here for us, from the devil, from a zombie. We got Dingus right here, Black Cat, Frankenstein, and another vintage clown mask, followed by a goat mask, jack-o'-lantern, and a bunch of other cool scary masks that you can get on right here. And then, of course, we actually do have the Purge mask. This one, you can tell they're Purge masks, but those ones also remind me of Purge masks that we were just viewing. But Purge, nonetheless, very great. I love the concept of that movie. And then on the other side, we got more scary masks. It looks like masks that you would get off the Purge. I don't know if they're Purge masks exactly, but those remind me a lot of the Purge. Are these Purge masks or no? They don't say anything specific on them. And then right below the Purge mask, we got this crazy clown mask, chest, and hands. Look at that. Be the whole clown if you want. I don't know if we've seen the life-size skeleton yet. Look at that. But yeah, full life-size skeleton. And right above him is the swinging witch with the creepy Crimson Girl on a swing as well. And an empty soul girl on a swing. And then we got the fogging skull pile, which I don't think we've seen at any other location yet this year. But nonetheless, pretty cool. Probably goes good with those fog machines, unless this has the fog machine built into it. You guys let me know, because I'm not reading that. Alright guys, if you haven't guessed it yet, I just looked it up, and after a little bit of research, it looks like this was a Bed Bath & Beyond, I believe. I was also seeing Giant Eagle for some reason, but I'm pretty sure it was the Bed Bath & Beyond. But anyways, it is sad that there was not a lot of animatronics behind us working, or in general just set up, which is kind of a bummer and let down. But again, this is the Spirit Halloween at Fairlawn. We tried to look at most everything we could, but we already seen it and covered it in most other videos, and we just got the basic breakdowns of what you guys already seen, plus maybe one or two new things, I think. I don't know, I'm losing my memory. But anyways, guys, thanks for sticking around. Make sure you hit the like and subscribe button for me, and I'll catch you in the next Spirit Halloween video. Bye. Then, of course, look at this bluey section right here with not too many bluey things going on, actually. But this is, I don't know, I came over here and I didn't look at anything. I was going to look at it with you guys, but now I feel like a fool. I thought this was going to be a bluey section. I don't even see a bluey costume in sight. So yeah, mark me the fool for that one, I guess. Dang. And then we see something that we haven't seen before. A couple of lunch boxes everywhere, from a Good Guys lunchbox right here, Killer Clowns of Outer Space, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the Golden Girls, and Spirit Halloween. Can you believe that? Trick or Treat. A nice Ghostface one, Scooby-Doo lunchbox. That's always a classic line, Scooby-Doo lunchbox. We got the Nightmare Before Christmas, Star Wars, Hogwarts, so Harry Potter, the Haunted Mansion, Gremlins, and that looks like to be it. But a lot of variety of lunchboxes here. Haven't seen these at any other Spirit location. We need to start checking the checkouts a lot more. But anyways, guys, thanks for sticking around if you were with us for those Spirit Halloween trips here today. I greatly appreciate it. Make sure you please go ahead and subscribe if you stayed this long. We're trying to grow, of course, new channel and everything. Everything's going great, right, Dylan? But yeah, we really need the support of you guys, so make it happen for me, please. And we'll catch you in the next Spirit Halloween vlog, or even video, or even more videos coming out. Who knows what we're gonna do, but I'm gonna go ahead, and we got a busy day ahead of us, so we can't go with any more Spirit Halloweens, unfortunately. But you guys take care and have a good one.